Hey, hi, hello creatives, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lindsay and today we are finally getting into my May plan with me. I only actually just did this a couple of days ago, so I'm a little late to the party, but first we'll discuss my supplies as usual. I'm using my Archer and Olive A5 size notebook, some Pigmont Micron, fine liner pens, two different mild liners, like a purpley and a gray, same with a brush sign pen, and just some papers, some random papers that I have lying around, scrapbook papers, a dictionary page, and some craft paper, and then some stickers. And then this sheet is what's new this month. Normally I use Pinterest photos, but actually I ended up getting this from a local dollar store that has a die cuts, like booklet that has all of these different like witchy, kind of potion-like, kind of hippie sort of situation as a theme. I'm not quite sure what to call it, but it's just like a bunch of like gems and some different mandalas and Buddhas and, you know, a bunch of different stuff in it. You'll see as I start putting them through. So that's what's different about today's or about this month's setup, because normally I use Pinterest photos, but this one I decided to do a little differently because I was not running out of time, because we have lots of time to set up our journals whenever we want to, but I was running out of time to try and get this out before May starts, and I'm just in the nick of time. But nevertheless, I still made it, and so I hope you get some inspiration for, if you've already set up May, then maybe for future spreads. But this spread came together, or this whole monthly setup came together really quickly because I didn't like pre-plan. Obviously, I pre-planned this page. As you can see, I put my different ephemera around the page, but for the most part, when you see me do the future spreads, I just kind of put things down as where I want to put them, and I don't kind of really plan it out ahead of time. So that's why this month is a pretty quick video, like as opposed to being normally, but nevertheless, we're still here, and it was still a really fun page to or a really fun setup to put together, but different than what I'm used to, because I don't have the like squared photos that I normally deal with on Pinterest. And these are actually like die cuts and stuff that the most time consuming thing about this, this setup is having to glue everything, because they were die cuts and they were not stickers. I had to glue, every different die cut that I added, but it was still a lot of fun because I just kind of put them all around my space. You can't see them in the frame, but I put them all around my space, so I was able to kind of see the different things that I had, and I just grabbed things that I liked and put it on the page. As you see, I didn't have any of these die cuts kind of laid out on the page because, again, I just grabbed them and that's what my page looked like. So I'm really happy with how this theme kind of comes together, because it's just different than what I'm used to, right? So it was a lot of fun. But as usual, my calendar page is very similar to each month. I like to do 6x6 squares. That's just the size that works for me, because I do write in each of my squares of different bill payments and that sort of thing. And then I didn't leave enough space to put the days of the week at the top, so I had to put it over the line there to squeeze it in. And excuse my beak that you can see in the corner sometimes. This is a brand new setup for this video. I got a different tripod, and I bought new brighter lights, and this is my first time, recording a video with this kind of setup, so it's a lot closer to the edge of my desk than I'm used to. So that's why you can kind of see my beak in a few of different shots that I'm, doing things on the page. But I do my best not to do that, but it happens because, again, it's brand new, and I apologize for any annoying shadows that you see. I'm really trying to play around with the location of my lights. It's very tricky. it's very tricky. I don't have my desk set up right underneath a window like a lot of people do, but I will be moving my space in a little while. We're switching rooms with my son's room as well as the office. And so, yeah, that's coming up soon. So there might be another hiccup in videos, and I apologize. I have not been very consistent with my videos at all. The last video I posted was the April plan with me, which was a month ago, and I'm so sorry. I've just been going through a little bit of some personal things, and my energy is just not there, and I'm just kind of, floating through with, getting by with the other things. My housework has also really slacked, and I'm doing my best right now, and I'll fill you in when I'm ready to talk about it. But for the time being, I apologize that I don't have as much videos going out that I used to, but I will be coming back. I will be, I will come back. I want to post lots of videos, and I have so many different ideas and so many different projects that I want to get started with and have on the go, but there's only so much time in a day. There really is only so much time in a day. Wow, my beak really comes out often throughout this video, so I apologize. I'm only noticing that now. But anyways, let's talk about what I'm doing on screen. So this is my budget dashboard that I've been using, and I've really been enjoying this to kind of see where our money is going. And it's the 50, 30, 20, 50% for your needs, 30% for your wants, and then 20% for savings. I use the savings and debt pay down. So we don't have a large savings at the moment, but we want to focus on paying down some debt. So that's what we're kind of focusing on right now. And, then at the top left-hand side, you'll see that we have a square, or I have some squares there, some sections. Sorry, my brain is not, formulating the words that I want to use. But anyways, okay, so there's two sections on the top left-hand side. One you can see is for our income, and then the next one is for our debt pay down. And so, it's obviously where we put our income and debt. And then on the bottom right-hand side, you'll see there's an overview, which will be our amounts. Well, what did I do that for last month? So I'm just flipping through my journal to remember what that was for. Oh, the overview was to indicate, what are the breakdown of the percentages. So I'd put down the debt, the needs, wants, and savings, and I kind of broke it down. So instead of savings at 20%, it's kind of like I have debt in a different section, but I'm combining those two together. But anyways, yeah, so I listed them out for the overview, and then I was able to kind of calculate what the true percentage was, as opposed to, so our needs in February, the month that I'm looking at, was actually 69.2%, as opposed to the 50%, like what, they recommend. So yeah, and then the totals is just our total income, total debt, total what we paid for debt, total savings, total needs and wants, and then what the difference is. If we overspent or underspent, because I also include our credit card transactions there, because I think that that's very handy to do, because then you'll be able to see truly how much money you're spending. And if you're spending more than your income, then there's obviously an issue, because you're overspending what you're actually bringing in. Anyways, so you'll see here that I'm putting together already the mood board. The memories page on the left-hand side came together like really quickly. I didn't do a whole lot on that side. And even the same thing with my mood board. I didn't play around with it too much like I normally do, because again, any of the die cuts, I didn't kind of plan out really where they were going beforehand. You'll see in a little bit that I do kind of plan out a little bit of some of the bigger stuff, but for the most part, I don't plan it out at all. I just, as things come in, or as I pick things up, I just start to glue them down. But some of the bigger items, or some things that I knew I wanted to include in this page, I wanted to kind of place them down to see where they would kind of fit, because again, there were certain things that I just wanted to include. But it was different. It's a different type of mood board than what I'm used to, because again, I'm used to using my, Pinterest pictures. And although I really liked using these die cuts, I definitely prefer using Pinterest photos, because it's just so much easier to not have to glue everything individually. And I just think that I don't know. I think I do prefer the Pinterest photos, but I do really love how these pages turned out. I really do. And so we're already on our final spread here, which is the weeklies. And as usual, I always put two weeks on a double page, so that I don't write enough in my journal to use a double page for one weekly. And actually this May is going to be the last month that's going in this journal, because I only have a couple more pages left, and I think there's only like 3 or 4 pages, but I'm going to cut out 2 pages from the back to use for my January budget dashboard, because I was doing something different. But actually I'm going to go back and do the budget dashboard like what I've been doing from February until now. And then I'm also going to do a page separately for Mother's Day, and then as well as my May memories, as I normally do. But yeah, this is my theme for May, and it was a very quick decision to use these die cuts, and I really love how quick it was to truly set up this page. It took me an hour to set up all of these pages, and that's pretty good considering the amount of gluing and stuff that I did, which again took the most time out of everything. But I really enjoy this setup. But I want to thank you so much for watching. If you made it this far, I am so sorry I've been absent, but I swear I'm coming back, and I will be posting lots and lots of videos. But if you like this video, comment, share, subscribe, do all of the things. It means so much to me, and I'll see you very soon in the next one. Bye.